All right, food and water. I got that. Again, a lot of this came from this guy's list that we discussed before. The CDC says, I showed you what they said, but you want to save at least 5 gallons per person per week for at least a week's worth until you run out of room. Plus, collect rainwater in like 5 gallon drums, connected to downspouts. You can need to collect water. A week's worth is just not enough, but it's very big, it's very heavy, it takes up a lot of room, so you need a collection bin in your garage or something. Those blue 55-gallon drums you can find everywhere. You clean them up and fill them up with water. Store them in your garage. Build a, what do you get with those above ground swimming pools at Walmart? The ones they do, you just keep folded up. You just fill it up with air, and then you put a hose in it, and then, fills up water and all that stuff. It's got like a big air bladder around it that raises as the water level goes up and down. That raises and lowers. You can keep one of those in your garage and not even use it until there's God forbid, there's an emergency. You get one for a couple $100. That's your water source. But remember, any water source that's visible will be ransacked. Your neighbors are going to see it and they're going to want to get it. So, you have to guard your water. Water purification equipment, tablets, iodine, chlorine tablets. The water collection unit that I'm building is 55-gallon drums that are stacked on top of each other, and I have a downspout from my roof going into it to fill it up, and then it would overflow once it's filled up. I also have chlorine tablets inside my gutter, so as the rain comes down, it runs through the chlorine, and the chlorine, starts its sterilization process. And I don't trust that, but it's a start. And then once I get the water from it, I can always boil it or add iodine or whatever I have to do. Have enough food to last 6 months. I say a year. Some people say 6 months. I don't think that's enough. Here's some things you want to collect. Peanut butter, powdered milk, beans, whole grains, like oatmeal, I guess. Some people collect wheat berries. I won't collect wheat berries. I'll collect flour. I'm not going to start grinding, grains up. I know wheat berries last longer, but I never had flour go bad on me. And I don't see it happening after a collapse either. Pasta. Can't have enough pasta, especially if you're Italian like me. Rice. Breakfast cereals. Instant pancake mix. That's a good item to have around. You just add water and cook it up. You got pancakes. Breadcrumbs. Canned or jarred food. Tuna. Canned chicken, soups, broths. Get into the business of canning your own food and stuff, Make some sauce. Get a pressure canner, can it up. Start saving that stuff. Oil. Everybody has their own idea of what kind of oil they like to have. Me, in order, I use mostly olive oil, then I use grapeseed oil, then I use corn oil. I happen to feel that the grapeseed oil gives a nice flavor. It's a little more expensive, but, I use it, so stock up. Vinegar, all kinds of vinegars. Around here in my house, we use balsamic vinegar. You take some balsamic vinegar and corn oil, mix it up, and that's salad dressing. Or I mix it up with olive oil. I'll take balsamic vinegar, mix it up with olive oil, and there I have a balsamic vinaigrette dressing. Olives. I love olives. Nuts, seeds, dried fruits, figs, raisins. Raisins, they last a long time. If you like figs, save figs. I have 2 fig trees, so I'm not saving figs. I just eat them. They give me figs almost all year round here in Florida. And my chickens love them too. Raisins, prunes, fruit and nut bars. They got so much sugar in them, they'll last forever. No, sugar doesn't go bad. It's just one of those things that just, what can happen to sugar is that ants get into it. Other than that, you keep the bugs out, your sugar will never spoil. Sauces, again, make your own and can it, But if you're going to start doing pasta and all that, you want sauces around. If the shit hits the fan, you don't want to, it's not all gloom and doom. You want to be as happy as you possibly can. And, how can you eat pasta without sauce? Salt, sugar, pepper, more better. We all love pepper, all kinds of pepper. Black pepper, red pepper, cayenne pepper. Just save that stuff. Herbs and spices, packaged flavorings like gravies, soups. Those are good items to have. Honey. Honey stores for years, man. 1 cup of honey is equal to 1 cup of sugar. So it's always good to have honey around, and you know what? It's just damn good for you. Jams, preserves. That's actually a good source. Well, preserves, really. It's a good source of fruit. Tea and coffee. Man, if the shit hits the fan and you don't have your coffee, they hit the fan twice. Not only did it hit the fan, it splattered back at you. Make sure you have your coffee with you. If you're addicted to coffee like I am, keep your coffee around. Juice boxes. Not those little, the little boxes you get to your kids for school. The big juice boxes are like 32-ounce sizes, juicy juice or whatever. Those will last on the shelf for a long time. So, stock up on that. Wine and booze. These are barter items. I make my own booze. I make my own wine. And it's cheap as hell. Moonshine goes for about $20 a quart in the black market. I would probably actually up that ante. If something happened, I'll probably barter $30 or $40 worth of stuff for my prize moonshine. Just because, I can. Wine, really good wine costs about $2 a bottle to make. So you'd be surprised how cheap and easy it is to make really great wine. Food preparation equipment. Cast iron cookware. Small Dutch ovens. Everything. My girlfriend and I, we exclusively cook with cast iron. Very rarely do we cook with anything else, just because we like it. For no other reason other than, we just like cooking with it. I don't know. It just lasts for. I have pans and pots of all sorts. I'll use a stainless steel pot to cook my spaghetti, but other than that, most of the things I cook are cooked in cast iron. They're easy to clean. They last forever. My grandkids will be giving them to their grandkids as long as it's taken care of properly. Cast iron, small cast iron pans can also be used as plates. And again, they're easy to clean. So just heat them over the fire, to sterilize them before you're using them. The means to cook, barbecue, some kind of an oven, like a smoker. Might want to build a rocket stove. You can check out videos online. I built one the other day. I should make a video on it. It's not the greatest thing in the world, but in a pinch, for the cost of $20, you got a quick stove. Again, it's not the greatest thing in the world. They make it sound like it's unless I'm building it wrong. They make it sound like it's going to save the earth. But these guys are really into rocket stoves. Me, it's just a pile of fucking bricks. Cooking tools, utensils, knives, cutting boards. Avoid the wood cutting board because they would take to sterilize wood requires an awful lot of water, and water that you'll be taking from your family. It's a lot easier to clean than plastic ones. I know that, the plastic ones aren't as pretty, but they sterilize a lot easier. You can just spray them down with bleach and then spray them down with water, and then they are sterilized. You don't have to scrub them. You got no animal products soaking into the wood. It makes sense to avoid the wood. Cooking fuel, propane, alcohol, corn, wood. All these are layered, dual-purpose items. Except for the propane. You can only do one thing with that. I have propane for rainy days. I'll have I'll have charcoal. That's actually coal should be in this list. I should just add that to the list. Charcoal, I say about 20 bags of charcoal. That's what I'm saving for. Right now, Home Depot has them for 2 bags for $17. 2 of them big, huge bags. But I also want 20 cans of propane. So 20 cans of propane. I'll have alcohol. I'll have corn. 20 cans of propane, and 20 bags of charcoal. The charcoal and propane alone, it will give me a long time. Will give me. I would use the alcohol to light the charcoal. But corn, I would probably save for the chickens for the most part. Wood, can only have so much wood around here. I got termites. Propane and the charcoal will be my most relied on cooking fuel. Fire starting equipment. I saw on the internet you can take a cotton ball, soak it in coconut oil, and make like a candle out of it. I think that's pretty cool. Matches, barbecue lighters. There's magnesium fire starters. Corn cobs. They burn like a motherfucker. Start stockpiling that stuff, especially your matches and your barbecue lighters. Just every time, they're cheap, so just get as many as you can. Pets and livestock, good watchdogs. They are key to your survival. They hear everything, they see everything. Get at least 2. I don't mean those little yappy dogs, the ones that, that little yappy dog in your neighborhood that your neighbor got, and since then everybody just wants to kill her because that dog just won't shut the fuck up. It's that little yapping chihuahua piece of shit dog you just want to throw into a pile of pissed off cats. Yeah, not those dogs. Get a good dog, pit bull. I have a boxer mixed with a Rottweiler. It's a good dog. A collie is a great dog because they're untrusting. Couple of good dogs. Again, avoid them dogs that you just want to step on all the time. Egg-laying chickens. You have 6 chickens, you'll get 5 eggs a day. Hens, that is. You have 6 hens, you get at least 5 eggs a day for you and your family. Rabbits. I don't have rabbits, but it's a good idea. Shit hits the fan. I'm getting rabbits. I don't have any rabbits right now. But again, I will get rabbits if something happens, and I'll learn to eat rabbit. And you also need to feed those animals. Make sure you have plenty of supply of food, okay? And get some seeds for a garden, too. Adequate supply of food and livestock feed and seeds. I don't know why I added the seeds to it. But yeah, have plenty of seeds for your garden. Task-related clothing. Good work boots and hiking boots. When the shit hits the fan, it's not a good time to go get your new work boots. You will need your work boots because we're not going to go back to sticks and stones, but we might go back to 1800 times. Back down to the times of the 1800s when you had to have skills to survive. So you're going to need task-related clothing. Good jeans, good boots, good socks. You know what I mean? Rain gear, headgear. Again, a lot of us are going to be working outside a lot and using new acquired skills or old skills that we haven't used that much, just to barter our talents with or to help our neighbor and for ourselves, of course. Oh, I love this category. Home and personal defense, guns, all the good shit. Handguns, shotguns, rifles, get as many as you possibly can. You cannot have too many guns. You got 4 people in the house, figure 1 handgun, 1 rifle, and 1 shotgun per person. I mean, so a family of 4, that's 12 weapons. And make sure everybody knows how to use them. There's an 11-year-old girl in this house that shoots a 9mm, and she's a good shot, and I'm really proud of her. And make sure you're proud of your kids too the same way. Get them guns. If you can get guns, if you live in like New York City, you can't get handguns. Well, you can probably still get rifles, and you can just cut the barrels down, and that's a good defensive weapon. Just don't take them out of your house. But you don't want to be running through your house with a long rifle either. You cut it down, or you get a sawed-off shotgun with a pistol grip. These are the kind of weapons you want for home defense.